How's it going there, everybody? It's Mr. Zen over here bringing us a brand new EldLive episode discussion. And for today's segment, guys, we're going to be talking about is episode 4. And in this episode, guys, I have to say that this episode got actually pretty dark. The series is not as lighthearted as one would think, as the series is actually more and more progressing into a giant lore itself, because we're finally actually witnessing the villains of the entire story, or at least for the first arc that it's actually developing right now, the Demille organization of some sorts, because so far it seems like these space pirates of some sort are out here and they're causing havoc on planet Earth, that the EldLive officers are having trouble dealing with with this organization itself. Now, honestly, like, the series, like I said, it's actually progressing pretty well. That, you know, all these other episodes, they're more of just giving exposition of the world story itself. It's just giving that world setting. You know, that's the thing about Amano Akira, is the fact that she's actually slowly building her world. That's what she always does, and I have to hand it to her. You know, respect for Amano Akira. Like, her series is actually getting interesting. In this episode, a lot was actually happened that actually was taking a very good turn. You know, for a lot of us viewers, that we're actually witnessing is the action that a lot of shonen type, like, manga anime lovers love. Is this is what they're all wanting, is this action oriented, you know, scenes that we just want. Like, that's the thing, I'm loving this. And also due to the fact that in this episode it seems that we're finally getting an enemy that is actually smarter than what it apparently seems. Because remember, all the enemies that Chuta's been facing, they were just enemies that are just like at the bottom of the totem pole itself. Now, granted though, this folks is gonna get better. Now, let's talk about the episode itself, folks. The episode itself, guys, was really showcasing Chuta's actual childhood, as he and 3 of his friends they went out to the mountains, and it seems that they were just like traversing, just, you know, regular hiking, and then apparently all 3 of his friends, or Chuta's friends, all died. Now, that's actually very entertaining, because it's the way that it was paced. The way it was paced in the beginning of the episode was actually shown right there, like, giving that light-hearted tone. But as you all know, as the episode was progressing, we already knew that, you know, Chuta's friends have died, but they never really gave an explanation as to how they died, or they gave us like a little bit of more meaning to Chuta's friends itself. And this episode was kind of going towards that route, that apparently now one of Chuta's friends that actually died during that, you know, that like, you could say the hill collapsing upon themselves when they were hiking, is alive, and is actually one of the main antagonists. That was just a giant slap to a face for us viewers, because we don't know as to where he came from. Is he the same person? Is it an alien embedded in his body? Or is it just the DNA that might have been reassembled? We don't know that for sure, but Chuta remembers it clearly that they laid that corpse down on the cemetery itself, because they showed Chuta actually pouring water over one of the tombstones itself at the freaking cemetery. So it goes on to say, like, whoa, who is this guy? And by the way, the name of his best friend was very hilarious. His name was Gucci. And every time a lot of folks think of Gucci here in America, think of Gucci, you know, that Prada, that high-end, you know, fashion, which I thought was very hilarious. And I kept hearing Gucci, and that's the first thing that came to mind. But then, you know, of course, as the episode kept going, you know, of course, you know, that kind of went away. But the point is the fact that, you know, Gucci, this main antagonist that's going about, I personally want to know what's more about him. What kind of SPH powers this person possesses? Or does he have regeneration ability? Or is he not able to die at all? That's what's actually very interesting, guys, that I'm loving about this series, is the fact that, you know, now we're getting more and more mysteries and more lore involved in itself. And also the Demille organization, there are plenty of the members that see that they were actually, you know, stopping the EldLive officers from actually tracking whatever's going down on Earth. So it seems that the Demille organizations, they know what they're doing. They have weapons that are actually capable of interfering and jamming the EldLive officers' signals from the giant space station that they're at. You know, that's very entertaining, to see how the series is going. And last but not least, I do want to talk about is these characters that are like that, invoking the sleep SPH aroma itself around the EldLive officers, because apparently these aliens that induce this like sleep aroma are very powerful as well, because oh my freaking god, you know, Chuta could be knocked out. Any officer that just smells this will knock out. We don't know if other aliens are not aware of this, because if I remember, one of the EldLive officers actually stated that, you know, everybody that senses, you could say, the SPH powers from another alien, it varies from person to person. So it goes on to say that these aliens are a very powerful foes for the EldLive officers. Like I said, Del Mio organization is, they seem to be going, they seem like could be a very, very promising foe for Chuta himself. And also Chuta actually shows that he's actually progressing as a character as well, because he's aware of the Demille organization, that they're actually powerful enemies that he wants to train, as he was actually telling Choconota. I'm sorry, Choconota. My god, wow, what was I going? Soconota, there you go. That was the point of it. Have to Google search that baby right there. But Soconota was actually stating the fact that, you know, why do you want it? What's the point of training you? But of course, you know, Chuta wants to train due to the fact, you know, that he knows he's weak and needs to get stronger. And they showed another SPH officer right there. I'm sorry, SPH officer, EldLive officer right there, where her name was Tonta. It's like the cat-looking officer. She's shown to be a very powerful EldLive officer. So it goes along to say that all these EldLive officers, they seem to be on a very high, powerful level. Like I said, I love how Amano Akira is actually showcasing each of these characters going about that. It's entertaining how it's going, but the Del Mio organization, I want to see what's going on and what's their deal with Chuta himself, folks. That's what I really am interested right now, as seeing as to how the story is connecting back to Chuta. And Chuta himself is even kind of confused too as to how his friend is alive. And I'm wondering if the Del Mio organization is actually even after Chuta himself, or does Chuta even pose a threat for the Del Mio? Like I said, it's not really making any sense, but at the same time, it's like we're left in wonder. But like I said, let me know, guys, down in the comments below as to what are you guys' thoughts on EldLive now that this series is going towards this direction. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoy my content, don't forget to give a like, comment, share, and subscribe for more EldLive episode discussions. And like I said, guys, hope to see you guys in the next video. But this is Mr. Zen, signing out.